Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to be discussing how to design a new page to register new products for the sellers. So this is a add product page. So we have it as add product.php in a uh, local host, and we are using the same header as we've used before, and this is our structure, and we have the same footer. So that's good. So we have created three drop down categories here, and we have separated it using border ends. So here in our first drop down we have select product category, and we can select if it's mobile phones, laptops or cameras. Then we have the select product brand, and then we can select the product brand Apple, Samsung or HTC. Then select the product model which we have here, and we can select the model. Next we have added a full horizontal line to divide this part, and we have a heading here saying add a title to your product, and here we can add a title, and then we have added another horizontal line to separate that, and we have divided the screen again into three parts, that is 4 columns, because Bootstrap uses the 12 column system. 4 columns will divide it into 3, so we can choose if a product condition is brand new or used, and then we can pick a color here for our product, or if you want we can add a new color by clicking add new color. So we can add up, let's say a new color is jade. We can add that color, but it won't appear here because we haven't programmed it, we just designed it at the moment. And here we can add our product quantity. So our product quantity can be any value greater than 0, but it can't be negative, so we can't put -1. So let's say we have 0 and we're trying to go negative, but it won't go below that. Then we have our cost per item, so that is also in an input field, and then we have separated it with the border end, and you can see the approved payment methods here with which are 4 images. Then we have another horizontal line, and then we have a delivery cost. The delivery cost within Colombo, we have added an input field here and mark the price, and the same for the delivery cost out of Colombo. Then we added another horizontal line, and we've created a huge tab here, and this has been done by multiplying this by rows into columns. So we should be having about 30 columns and 15 rows down here to give this width. And here we can add our product images. We have 3 images here, default ones, and then once we click upload images, we are taken to our images file selector from our files. Then we've added another horizontal line, and this is our notice. um, it's in a heading tag, and then under that, below that, we've added a break tag and added the span saying we are taking 5% of the price from every product as a service charge. And then we can click save product to save our product, but it won't actually save at the moment because we haven't designed it yet. And this is our footer, as I mentioned before. So that's it for our page. Let's move on to the code. So here, this is our code, and as we did in our last coding session before, uh, we were having our my products page, and on the top right of that page we had a yellow color button saying add product, and so that button is now an href, so anchor tag. So now when we click it, it takes us to that reference add product.php, and it's shown displayed as a button warning, so yellow warning with a bold font saying add product. So this will take us to this PHP program, and this is a PHP program. We have used our basic tags, and we've added our meta tags and added our files bootstrap icons, style CSS, and we've added our logo. and then we have gone into the main body, and then we created a row, and then added our header, and then after that we go into the body part of this program or our page, and we created more divs, and we have created a heading saying add new product, and then we go down, and then we have added a border at the end of that line, and then another div for column size 12, and there we have mentioned select product category. So from there, since it's a column large 4, it's only going to be taking a third of our screen, and here we have the drop down. So we have select class, select with the class values form select and text center. So the text will be in the center and it will be in the form type. So we have the select category option, mobile, laptops, and camera. Moving down, similarly we have our select product brand drop down in the form type. So we have select product, select brand, Apple, Samsung, HTC. Then again similarly we have select, we can choose our product model from the drop down, and it has the option select model iPhone 12, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and PCJT. So moving down, we have created another div and added another horizontal line across with the border width of 3 pixels, and we have created another div of column size 12, and uh, another div with the class row. So where the column size is 12 again, we have added a label named form label with the font weight bold, and there we have given it a font size of 20 pixels, and we have mentioned add a product to your title, add a title to your product. So moving down, we have added a small offset, and we have added an input field to add the title to our product, and that is that. And then we have added another horizontal line here, which you can see. And then moving down, we have created another div. So these divs will create another small horizontal box taking a column space of 12. As you saw, after each horizontal line dividing, you were able to see such a box. So we have another one of column large 4, and we have given a border end and border success. So there will be a small green line at the end of the uh, at the end of 1/3 of the screen in which this div is, and then we can choose our select our product condition, and we have created another div, and we've added our inputs in the radio format. So this will be a form check input. We've given the class form check input, and its type is a radio. We have the ID B and the name C, and at the moment only brand new will be checked. So this value here will be checked, and we are taking it for the ID B. Similarly, we have created another value for used, which has the same class name, same name, and that's our first radio button choice. Then similarly, we have created more radio buttons. So we have select product color, and we have the color IDs, but they all have the same name, name C. So here we have added gold color, silver, graphite, jet black, rose, Pacific blue, and then under that we saw a small tab saying that small tab. So again we have made another div class of column size 12, and we made an input group which has a margin top spacing of 2 and a margin bottom spacing of 2, and so here we are able to choose a new color if we wanted to, because we've added that placeholder there saying add new color, and there uh, we've added a button saying plus add, and we've created a blue color button. Moving down, again we were able to choose the product quantity on our right, we created it as a label, and on the right of it, we were able to see a class. Uh, uh, Not on the right of it, I'm sorry. Below it, we were able to see a class, see a input field where we can input a number, and we have the class form control, and the value which is standing at the moment will be 0. So which will be displayed on our screen will be the value 0, and the minimum value is 0. So that's why when I tried to go below 0, it didn't work. And again, we have created another horizontal line to divide that part of the screen, and we've gone into another section of the screen given a size called 6, border end, border sub 6, and made it in a form of a row. And then we have the we have created another label of font size 20 pixels and a bold weight. uh, so okay, and it says cost per item. So moving down, we have added an offset to the left of 0 on small devices, and on large devices it has a value of 2, a column size of 12, and on large devices a column space of 8. So there we were able to see an input group. So in that input group we had a small span. So that area covered where we weren't able to type anything was this span class input group text. So we had the values rupees there, and on the right side of it we had the .00 value, and in the middle was where we were able to put our value in rupees. So that was that. And then after that we have created another div class. So since it's column 6, it was divided into exactly half, and here we have added a label saying approved payment methods with the font weight bold and the font size of 20 pixels. And so moving down, we have added divs having these classes offset 0 for the first one, offset large 2, and a column spacing of 2. So here we have added our classes manually, saying PM, PM1, PM, PM2, PM, PM3, and PM, PM4. So if you go to our style.css, you can see that our PM is the height for every image which we are using in common. Then we added it as the background size contain, and it won't repeat on us repeat. And we have the background position in center. So PM1 is our Visa image, PM2 is our MasterCard image, PM3 is our American Express image, and PM4 is our PayPal image. So that is that, and those are the images we were able to see. And again, we've added another horizontal line dividing that part of the screen. And then we go down, and we were able to see another label saying delivery cost. It also had a font size of 20 pixels, and it was in bold. And we have added uh, a border end to it. So in a new div, so we were able to see another green line separating the two, and we added saying a delivery cost within Colombo as a label. And then we were able to see the same input field we saw before when we were adding the price of a product. So that's the same as before. And then we have created the same class for delivery cost out of Colombo. So then there will be a green line dividing the delivery cost within Colombo and the delivery cost out of Colombo, and then you were able to see the same input field as we discussed before with the rupees, then the value we are able to type, and then the .00. Then again we had another horizontal line dividing the screen, uh, and then we had a product description which is in a label, which was displayed as a label, and then below that we had created a column 12 size in our screen div. and then it had the text area. So this is text area, which is a new class. So that's an area where we can type any text in. We haven't given it a name. We have given it a size of 30 columns and 15 rows, and its class is form control, and another horizontal line. And then we have created another div class of column size 12 in the row format, and then we have added a text saying add product images, which is 20 pixels and in bold format. And then we have created a new class giving an offset large of 3, a column spacing of 12, a column large of 6, and the format in row format. And then we created some small divs here, column size of 4, so it will only take a third of our screen, and we had a blue border around it, a rounded border. And we have added a image, so that plus icon with the image which we saw of the product which we were able to add was that. So we have added 3 of these, so that it will be divided into 3 parts, and we'll be getting 3 images on our screen. And then after that we have added an offset value of 3 on large, column space 12, column large of 6, and a display grid with a margin top of 3. So here we have added our input type as file with the class display none, and the image upload ID, and we could add multiple images, which is what is said here. And here we had the label saying upload images, which is held by the same ID here, and it has the class column 12 button primary, so it's a blue button basically. And then we have added another horizontal line, and then we are moving on to a final bit. We can see a notice added here, so this is also displayed as a label, and we have then added a break tag so that we go into our next line, and then another label here with the class form label saying that we are taking a 5% charge, 5% of the price from every product as a service charge. And then that ends there, that div closes, and we create a new div. So it has an offset large value of 4, so it will be somewhere in the middle of our screen, a column spacing of 12, a column large of 4. We have dgrid format, and margin top of 3, margin bottom of 3, and we had a button, green button saying save product. So that was what we get. And then finally we have included a footer on the page, which we were able to see, and scripts, bootstrap bundle.js, and JavaScript was added to this page. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.